Hello, hello, hello. Come right on in. Come on in. Hey there. So good to see you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for choosing me to spend this time with. This is my channel, Once Upon a Nursery, and I am Tamara, head Fruit Loop, top dog, and your host as always. And today is my tag, Dolly. No. Why do I always want to go there? Today is my tag, Fun Fur Friday, where you can put your babies in anything animal related or with animal print. The lovey can be for Fun Fur Friday, the blanket, the pillow. You can be wearing a shirt with animals or animal print. This is for furry animals. And so I suppose a tarantula would count. Never really thought about that, but if you have tarantulas, that would be okay too. But you can also just show me your fur babies. Yes, you can just bring on your pets or any animals that you have that you would like to show. Definitely want to see that. And elephants do count for Fun Fur Friday because their ancestors were the woolly mammoths. Let's try that again. They were the woolly mammoths. Oh, I don't know what happened. Things happen. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? How is your weekend so far? It's Friday, yay! Do you have any weekend plans? Are you doing anything fun? Are you just chilling and hanging? Are you working? Are you doing not fun things? Just go ahead and leave that down in the comments below, and I will get back to you on that. So let's go ahead and get into this video, and I will show you which baby I have with me today for Fun Fur Friday. Yay! All right, I'll see you down there, guys. All right, so here we are down here now with my baby. Isn't she so cute? I just love her little face so much. All right, let me show you who I have with me today, and then I will tell you a story. I will tell you a story. But first we have her bear. This is Sugar, and it's a rust bear, and it's got these gold wings and a music box that I have been threatening to fix for years. I don't know if I can or not, but I've threatened to try, and I still have not tried. But this is Sugar. This is her bear, and we'll put Sugar right back here. And then we have this little one. This is Thisbe Castiel. And I love the way her little arms go out like that, almost like they're little wings or something. I don't know. I think she's just so sweet. I love her little face. She was changed off camera, so I'll show you up close. She's got this pink headband in her hair with a big pink puffball on it. And then she's wearing a little pink sleeper trimmed in dark pink, and it has little teddy bears all over. And you can see there's another teddy bear right there. Some of them are almost invisible, but... And then teeny tiny little white hearts all over. So yes, this is what she's currently wearing. Little Miss Thisbe. And Thisbe is just a name that I like. It's actually a Viking name that I came across that I really loved. And then her middle name, Castiel, is actually after the angel Castiel, more so from the show Supernatural. I love Castiel. If you guys have seen Supernatural, then you know who the angel Castiel is on the show. I love him. He's great. Not only is he hilarious, but he's really cute too. So, so let me show you what I'm going to be putting on little Thisbe today. I have this nylon headband with a bow, and the camera isn't picking up the color quite as well, but it is kind of like a minty kind of color. Yeah, and it doesn't exactly match what she's wearing, but you know how I feel about matching. So I'm gonna be putting this headband on her, And then I just have this little onesie to put on her. It is a Gerber newborn onesie. And it's like a coral color. Well, it's white with coral stripes. And then it has this fox on here. And then the fox has a bluish, it's almost the same color blue as that green. It's very, very close. But it's got a blue flower in its hair. And in blue it says, I love you. We're just going to be putting her in this simple little onesie today because it has gotten quite warm here in Oklahoma. So it is time to cool off little Miss Thisbe and get her out of these jammies. Okay, so the story that I have for you today, this was a requested story. So I will tell you what happened with Aston Drake. I recently had my baby on, one of my babies. I have 3 from Aston Drake. And I recently had one of them on. It's the Ava Elise from Aston Drake. She's my JJ. And I mentioned that I had a story about them. So yes, this was requested. So when I got JJ, she did not look anything like the photo of the picture of the baby that represents the baby that you will be getting. Her face is completely different. It's very, very slim. Her eyes are very, very close together. She does have pudgy cheeks, but her face is very slim. And she doesn't look anything like the photo. She really doesn't. And I do in that video show a side-by-side comparison of JJ with the baby on the website. So I did things to her, like I modified her weight, and I also took out her armatures. The baby does have armatures. I took those out and made her my own, you know. And though she did not look like her photo, I do love that baby. You know, I loved her at the time. I still love her now. So after a couple of weeks of having JJ, I got an email from Trustpilot asking me to do a review of the doll that I got from Aston Drake. And so of course I was going to do a review. I don't mind doing reviews, you know, do reviews for anybody that needs a review. Why not? I was 100% honest about how the baby looked in comparison with the photo. I did say good things about how she was very well packaged. And, you know, I kept the facts. I kept to the facts of everything. And I only gave them 1 star because of the fact that she does not look like her photo at all. And about 2 days after I sent my review, I get an email from Aston Drake. Now I will tilt the camera up and I will finish telling you this story. So now the story continues. So I got an email from Aston Drake asking me about the review that I left. And I explained to them that I was 100% honest with my review and that this was my personal opinion of the doll. I did stick to the facts and, you know, things like that. Then they did something that is, to me, is extremely unprofessional, especially for such a company with the huge reputation that they have, and for being such a huge company itself, and it completely unprofessional in my opinion. And I still have all of these emails. So first they asked me if I wanted to send the doll back, and I said no. You know, that even though she was not like her photo, that I did want to keep the doll, that she is mine and I love her just the way that she is. So then they told me that if I would change my review and give them 5 stars, that they would give me back my shipping for the doll. So in essence, they basically were saying that they would pay me to change my review. And I said no, absolutely not. I do not want a refund of any sort, of any kind. I will not be returning the doll. I will not be changing my review. This is how I feel. It is an honest review, and I will be leaving my review the same. I was just completely just floored at the fact that they were literally offering me money to change my review. That just did not sit well with me, you know. And this JJ, she didn't look like her photos. My Tiny Miracles, Emmy, I think it is it's Tiny Miracles. I think it's Emmy. She doesn't look like her photos either. They do have dolls that do look like the photos. They do. But there are a few dolls that do not look anything like the photos. So you have to be careful with Ashton Drake. You don't always get what you see or what you pay for when it comes to them. They do wonderful shipping. Their boxes are always very secure, and the dolls are quality made. They are quality dolls. I do think that they are a bit overpriced, but that's just my personal opinion on that. So yes, they are quality. They are very well made dolls, and even though some of them don't look like they're supposed to, they are beautiful. But offering me money to change my review is very unbecoming of such a big business. So that's why I saved everything as proof for what they did. Yeah, kind of crazy. I couldn't believe it either. Like, I could not believe they were doing that. Anyways, all right, onward to happier things now. Let's go ahead and see little Thisbe in her little onesie and her little headband now that she's all dressed. Whoopsie-doo, there she is in her little headband. Isn't she just so sweet? Probably could have done a better job at brushing her hair, but I will fix that later before we do photos. And there's her little face. Isn't she beautiful? I love that little mouth. I did get her from AliExpress a couple of years ago. And there's those little toesies. Oh, she's so sweet. Now she's all ready for summer. Yeah, she's all ready for summer. Oh, I just love her. I love her little arms. I love her hands. I love the way she looks. She's so sweet. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today while I told you the story of what happened to me with Ashton Drake and changed this little one into her cute little fox sleeper for Fun for Friday. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a video. Comments and sharing are always welcome. I do shorts of my babies here on YouTube as well as remixed reels of them over on Instagram and photos. So I will leave a link to my Instagram in my description. And that being said, we love you guys so, so much. Mwah! And we will see you next time, guys. Bye!
Don't stop, turn it up. Don't stop, turn it up.
Yeah, you look exactly like you're supposed to look.
Don't stop, turn it up.
Her face is so cute. She looks exactly like she was supposed to look. Exactly. Never a disappointment from AliExpress, not for me anyway. Yeah. So sweet. I just love her.